Maximizers, and welcome to Build a Business with Chris, the place where I'm going to help you build a profitable business that you love. And I'm your business coach, Chris the Maximizer. And for today's video, I'm going to share with you how you can start a business with a 9-to-5. I highly suggest if you are someone that currently has a 9-to-5, but you're thinking about starting a business, starting it while you have your 9-to-5 is the way to go, because that way you are not going to be stressed about making money. You can actually take the time that you need to build up your business. And I'm going to share with you my top tips for starting a business while you have a 9-to-5. Number one, decide your business is a priority and that you are going to make time for it. So when I started my business in 2018, it was a side hustle. I had a 9-to-5. I was a sales recruiter for a timeshare company. And when I started my YouTube channel, Chris the Maximizer, I had to decide that it was a priority. I had to decide that even though my business wasn't paying me a single cent when I started, because I was building it up, it was important, it was a priority, and it needed to be treated as such. I decided that it was going to be important. I made a commitment to myself to do the work of the business for it to grow, because if I never did the work, it wouldn't grow. So my first tip for you is to just decide that your business is important. Second tip, make time. Make time for your business and put it on your calendar. So I suggest 1 hour per day when you are working on building a new business with a 9-to-5, and on your day off, 2 to 3 hours. So for a total of 7 to 10 hours per week to dedicate to your business. The way that you're going to find this time is you're going to look to see where you are using unproductive time in your day. So are you scrolling too much? Are you watching too much Netflix? Are you spending hours on the phone talking to a friend or a family member? I'm not saying not to do those things. I'm just saying to reduce those things. What I did personally is I stopped eating lunch with my coworkers. I stopped working extra at home. I stopped watching TV and I stopped scrolling. So I only allowed myself to scroll 1 hour per day. And I also only watched my TV shows on Friday nights. I recorded everything. So I was able to work 15 to 20 hours a week on my business, almost double what I suggested for myself. But I highly suggest you get your calendar out and you put down 1 hour every single day of when you can work on your business, and stick to it as if it's a meeting with your boss, because you deserve the same respect with your time that you give your boss, that you give your kids, that you give your spouse, that you give your family. So make sure an hour a day is on your calendar for the business. Third tip, choose a business based on something that you love to do, you're knowledgeable in, and then you figure out a way to monetize it. So before I started Chris the Maximizer, I actually started a recruiting business. I was thinking, I'm such a great recruiter at my 9-to-5. I could make so much money. Like, the money was the main motivator for me. And I was recruiting nurses. And I could make $10,000 for every doctor. I could make between $2,000 to $5,000 per nurse, depending on if it's a nurse practitioner or nurse anesthetist. I can never say it right. The nurse anesthesiologist. I could make thousands with one hire. So the money really motivated me to recruit. I did that business for 14 months and I quickly found out that although I'm really good at recruiting and I enjoyed it a little bit, it was not the thing that I wanted to do forever. I didn't want to recruit all day. I did not want to recruit for my 9-to-5, come home and recruit again. I was just not here for it. My suggestion for you is find something that you enjoy, find something that you like, find something that you're knowledgeable in. Don't pick something that's brand new to you and say, hey, I'm going to start a business with nothing. But if you love fashion, you've always been a fashion girl, you always slay your outfits, and you want to start a boutique, that's in line. I love couponing. I had been couponing for 10 years. I had helped people for free coupon. I had sold some coupon classes before. I knew so much about couponing. I just didn't know how to sell classes and run a business. So that was the harder part for me, was actually, how can I make money from this? But I figured out a way to do it. But I started with something that I loved. And 5 years later, I have pivoted into business coaching, something that I love just as much. But the point is, figure out what you love and then find a way to monetize it. The last thing I'll say about that, because I just had another thought, honestly, if you decide to pick a business based on the money only, like I did, it'll eventually fizzle out. Like, for instance, I see people selling paparazzi jewelry. Great business, I think it's a good company. I've never done it personally. I know you can make a lot of money. If you don't like jewelry and you don't like selling jewelry, it doesn't matter how much money you make, you're not gonna like that business. So make sure it's truly something that you enjoy, you wanna do, and you have some skin in the game as far as like knowledge and understanding of what it is. Number 4 tip for starting a business with a 9-to-5. Make sure you create an offer in your business that solves a problem or offers convenience. You want to be able to serve your ideal client for your business, and you want to be able to help them get more of what they want. And the best businesses solve a problem or offer convenience. So when I first started selling my coupon classes in my membership, the problem I was solving was that so many couponers on YouTube were just posting videos and never answering questions. Couponers were showing big hauls and big stockpiles, but never truly explaining how this big stockpile is saving them money. They never had a money saving strategy. It was just, this chapstick's on sale, there's a $5 coupon, clip it, and then you get it for $1. So there was no strategy behind what they were sharing. So I came in and I created a money saving strategy. So I was solving the problem of, 1, how do I strategically save money? 2, how do I build a stockpile without having to clear the shelves? And 3, I have a lot of questions. Can someone answer them for me? So I came in and I was that person. When my membership started, it was $5 for you to get on a live with me and for me to answer all your questions. So that is how my offer solved a problem and a little bit gave you convenience, because it was really inconvenient to post a comment on someone's YouTube channel, and 1, some of them never respond, and 2, if they respond, it's weeks later, the deal's done, I don't even remember what I was asking, and it's too late. Whereas when you were in my membership, I was answering questions like 2 or 3 times a week. Like, I was going nuts for that $5 per month. My 5th tip for you, since you have a 9-to-5 already, you can take your time. You don't have to rush. So with you not rushing, I suggest you start your social media and build up your audience. You want to have an audience of people who are interested in you, interested in your products, interested in your services, interested in getting their problem solved with your offer. So you want to take your time and build up your audience. So that way, when your product or your service is ready for sale, you have people who have been watching you for weeks, maybe months, and are ready to buy from you. A lot of times new business owners think throwing up a website, getting an LLC, and ordering some products is automatically going to get them sales. And honestly, it's not. Or even just posting a couple reels or TikToks or YouTube videos. That is not going to get you sales. You have to build up your audience. People have to know, like, and trust you before they buy from you. So I highly suggest you take the time, build up your social media. You should be sharing the what and the why of your business. What is your business? Why can it help me? What problem does it solve? Why do I need that problem solved? How does it help me in the long run? What's in it for me to work with your company? What's in it for me? What value can I get? Share frequently asked questions, myths about your industry, anything to connect with your audience. So when you decide to sell your ebook, or you decide to sell your t-shirts, or you decide to sell your earrings, your audience is ready because you've already been sharing valuable content with them for weeks or even months. So these are my tips for starting a business while you have a 9-to-5. You can take your time, you can try some things, you can build your audience, and when it's time for you to launch, it is going to go great because you had the time to put the work in. If you have any questions about starting your business with a 9-to-5, please drop them in the comments. I would love to hear from you. And if you want to learn more about how we can work together to grow and build your business, make sure you hop on my email list and you'll also get access to my free training. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.